Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Insanity. It is time to go and do Zaeed's Loyalty mission. Very important that we get this out of the way as fast as humanly possible. Of course, I'm gonna be scanning planets.
Tapping into BlueSuns communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close.
Alright, so Zaeed's Loyalty mission actually gives us access to his most important tool, which is the Inferno Grenades. They are very useful in crowd control and everything. Well, Zaeed is very useful in crowd control in general. He has concussive shot and Inferno Grenades, but Inferno Grenades are absolutely amazing for the upcoming missions, especially for Garrus's mission. In fact, in my personal opinion, Inferno is just so much better than all of the other abilities that it's not even worth considering everything else. The only reason why Shepard is not spec'd on Inferno is because he would have less guns, or she would have less guns to work with, and guns are still the better option for offense, as previously mentioned. Zaeed's mission is actually a little bit more difficult because ammo is pretty sparse in this mission. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but you will see me struggling to find ammo, and even with soldiers' guns, I still kind of start to run out.
Sounds like he hasn't changed.
Sounds like he needs to get shot.
Glad to see you and I agree. I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the BlueSuns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the BlueSuns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
We better get moving.
Direct to Southern Access. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
And we will be going for the Renegade option for this mission. There is absolutely no reason to go for Paragon here.
Zaeed Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vito.
Don't be stupid, Zaeed. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What are you doing?
Opening the gate.
Next time you're gonna blow something up, I want to know about it first.
Vito was confident. Had a lot of men. Now he's lost the home field advantage. If we keep up the pressure, no way he's getting out of here alive.
You don't make a move unless I know about it first.
This is my mission. Remember that. I came here to kill Vito Santiago. You want my help on your mission? You better make damn sure that man dies today.
You want him dead, then he dies.
I don't care what else happens, as long as Vito swallows a bullet.
Though, if you do wanna play Paragon in this mission, you should know that you can still get Zaeed to be loyal, even if you are a Paragon.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
I get why you want Vito dead, but is he really worth watching those people burn to death?
I'm not sticking around to watch. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Let's get moving before Vito gets away.
Glad you see it my way.
No! Help! No!
Alright, so after that big conversation and the choice, it is time for us to play the hard part of this mission, which is not this part. This section is actually pretty easy, and because the enemies are not capable of getting to you. You have two types of situations, I would say, in this game. The one where the enemy can actually get to you and you don't have hiding spots. That is a dangerous place, I would say. But with this mission, you're actually pretty safe, because there's always, like, for example, these enemies, I think I've seen one or two of them make their way to Shepherd, which is very balanced, let's say. So you do have a lot of hiding spots, you do have a lot of options to maneuver around. You don't have to sit in the line of fire. You can snipe people from a distance, and that's actually usually very good when you're playing with, and your squad mates are pretty safe as well, because if the enemy is not aggressively charging towards you, then you don't have as much problems. But you will see me run out of ammo, and yes, I am searching for ammo, but I'm not finding it. This is in fact the one mission where I would say ammo is super scarce. And you do need to think a little bit about how you wanna conserve your ammo. And I did save and reload there, because I thought that maybe the ammo was glitched out. But no, it wasn't, and you will see me even shoot the fire cannon, because eventually I will have no other choice. Because this is by far, I would say, the mission with the least amount of ammo refills. Like, you are seeing me run here around everywhere searching for ammo, and I just won't be able to find it. And by the way, the best thing to do in this place is go here. In this corner you are pretty safe. More often than not, the enemies will, if you go to the other corner, the enemies will swarm you, because that's the place where they spawn. But if you go to this place, you can actually shoot the enemies down before they even get to you. So I have no problem dealing with the enemies here. You can get pretty overwhelmed if you go to the other corner, but here you're pretty safe. So I do recommend attacking from here, and this is by far the safest place to take out the big things that are upstairs. If you shoot them down, they will no longer spray you with fire. And that was me running for ammo. You saw me run in the line of fire because I literally had no more ammo left, so I was trying to get ammo. And I also need to shoot down this thing, and there it is, so that it doesn't bother me. And in this corner I'm pretty safe, so I can even spam abilities if I feel like it. so I can spam the incendiary and concussive shots to take out some enemies if I am too low on ammo and I don't want to waste. And in fact, that's kind of sort of the way that I play concussive shot. If I see that an enemy is mostly taken down, let's say, I don't bother wasting the rest of my bullets. I just concussive shot them to death. And by the way, in this room, this is the best place you want to be. The robot cannot get in this room. You can shoot the robot from this room. He will never walk through that door, never. And I've played this mission so many times. Trust me, Zaeed is one of the characters that I always do the loyalty mission for. The robot never goes in this room. You are absolutely safe here. So you can sit around and shoot him. In fact, if you're a biotic, this is the best place to take him out, because you can spend about, I don't know, when I was doing my sentinel run, I think it took me about 40 minutes to take him down from this room with only powers. So definitely the best place to take him out. And that's Zaeed's loyalty mission. That's done. We are pretty much done.
Please. You know, it was nothing personal, just business, I swear. It was 20 years ago. Look at you. I did you a favor. Zaeed, please! I'm gonna die here, man! Do something!
Try, you son of a bitch.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless. Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out. Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology. I won't be second-guessed on my own ship by my own ship. Do it. Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Why do you want me to try to kill you?
Want? I do what I'm meant to. Fight and reveal the strongest. Nothing in the tank ever asked what I want. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. That imprint failed. He has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I took you and I released you. Follow my command and you'll have purpose.
Nothing in the tank imprints indicated humans could be so forceful. You command as though you've earned it.
My enemies threaten galaxies. Everyone on my ship has earned their place.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Huh? Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you. Shepard.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
To the people we care for.
May we never take them for granted.
Okay, time to go and get Jack. We are bringing Zaeed and Morden as always, and we are making sure that they have the best equipment.
Welcome to the Purgatory, Shepard. Your package is being prepped and you can claim it shortly. As this is a high-security vessel, you'll need to relinquish your weapons before we proceed.
I'll relinquish one bullet. Where do you want it?
Everyone stand down. Commander, I'm Warden Kirill, and this is my ship. Your weapons will be returned on the way out. You must realize this is just a standard procedure.
I'm not surrendering my gun. Period.
Let them proceed. Our facility is more than secure enough to handle 3 armed guests. We're bringing Jack out of cryo. As soon as the funds clear, you can be on your way. If you'll follow me to out-processing for the pickup, Commander.
Let's go.
Cell Block 2. As you can see, we keep tight control over the population. Each prisoner's cell is a self-contained modular unit. I've blown a few out the airlocks as an example. The ship is made up of 30 cell blocks identical to this one. We house thousands of criminals. We can put the whole place in lockdown on a moment's notice. Nothing goes wrong here.
Let's get on with this.
Anyone ever tried to escape?
We're in space. They have nowhere to go, and they know it. But still, we exercise extreme caution. These are dangerous individuals. We have many ways to control the population. I'm going to confirm that the funds from Cerberus cleared. Out-processing is straight down this hallway. Just keep going past the interrogation rooms and the Supermax wing. I'll catch up with you later, Shepard.
Is there something I can do for you?
Whatever he did, he probably deserves worse.
He certainly does.
Hey guys, over here. Let me ask you something.
Out processing's through the door on the far side of the room.
My apologies, Shepard. You're more valuable as a prisoner than a customer. Drop your weapons and proceed into this open cell. You will not be harmed.
Go to hell. I'll send you there myself.
Activate systems.
I don't actually yet have a preference on heavy ammo. We will be getting it when we get our first collector mission. That's the best heavy pistol that I usually focus on. And by the way, this corner is the safest. I do not recommend going forward while this first wave is here. You should always stick to this corner there. It's because these robots will and have gotten me killed. They explode on you and then everybody unloads on you and you are dead. Pretty much that's happened to me a lot of times, which is why I prefer sitting in this corner and targeting the robots first. But after the first wave is done, now I can be a little bit after the two robots. Basically, once you kill the two robots, there will be two more of them, but there will be less people shooting at you, so you're safer to move on forward than you were initially. And there's a lot of bullets in this run, so it's not as bad as Zaeed's place. And yes, these robots always come afterwards. It's always these two, so you should always choose disruption ammo and then go back to inferno ammo, because then the soldiers are here and the soldiers always fire always does better for the soldier and disruption does better for the robot. It's a little bit irrelevant, quite frankly, if you were to ask me. Like, if you have more points invested into fire ammo, obviously that's gonna be better.
I'm guessing that hacking that control will open all the cell doors at once.
However, required if we want to get Jack out of stasis.
I'm doing it. Be ready.
Wait, that's Jack? They're going to kill her. Let's move.
Okay, so we do have, there's a robot here that has a pretty good damage protection. You should get that upgraded as fast as you can, get resources for it and stuff. There's the section here is a little bit weird. There's a robot, but before the robot spawns immediately, and quite frankly, if you can take it out, I usually try and focus the robot as fast as I can, because if you can take the robot out, the rest of the enemies won't spawn. So the robot is considered a bit of a boss. So you can kind of cheese your way through this, especially since you can cheese the robot from up here, and you will see me destroy the robot from up here, and there we go. This part of the mission is now safe because once you kill the robot, the rest of the enemies won't spawn. If you hadn't have killed the robot, there would have been a bit more guards. So that's why I'm usually focused on him a lot more than I am focused on guards. And yes, I was in a very unpleasant position there, what can I say? Pretty funny. Funny when that happens. Okay. In this second section, there's also a robot, but you have... The sections are split into where you are. So basically, if you stay here, you won't trigger the rest of the guards to pop up. So you want to stay in a section as much as humanly possible and take out your enemies from this section before going out to the next section, because otherwise you will be having guards from your back and from your front. So for example, here, if you don't move to that middle section, the robot is not spawning. So you can sit here and take out these people over here, and without fear of the robot spawning in and ganking you. So it's much safer here to just stick to this place, take out these guards, and then trigger the robot to spawn, because everything here is in sections. So if you're careful about your positioning, you definitely can deal with less enemies. And now the robot will spawn. You saw that thing over there, that triggered the people here, and the robot spawned. And now I'm gonna be focusing on the robot, because again, he is the boss. Like, the big mech is the boss, technically speaking, of this area, and if you take him out fast, then a lot more guards won't spawn. But if you're slow on taking him out, more guards will spawn and you will have a harder time. And usually what I try to do is get get my people to not get immediately one shot by the robot, but hey, it happens, it doesn't matter. And now that we took those guys out, we don't have to deal with as many guards. It's just gonna be these these guys, I believe, and that's pretty much it. And we are not getting ganked by the robots and the guards at the same time, which is usually my goal for this section, so that we don't have to fight a battle on two fronts. I do believe that out of all of the missions, Jack's mission makes it easier for you to do it in waves. If you know how the waves work, Jack's mission is very easy to do, because you know where to maneuver, and it's easy to learn the patterns of your enemies, I would say, out of all of the initial missions.
You're valuable, Shepard. I could have sold you and lived like a king. But you're too much trouble. At least I can recapture Jack.
Not happening. You're a two-bit slave trader and I don't have time for it.
I do the hard things civil governments are unwilling to. This is for the good of the galaxy.
Okay, blink and you miss it section. You actually don't need to take out anybody except the shields and the big guy. So I'm going directly for the shields, and here, this is the final thing that I'm taking out, because he is over here, and I'm going to focus my sniper ammo on him and take him out, and I don't have to kill anybody else except for him. He's gonna be dead pretty soon. So yeah, that was GG.
Stop!
Cerberus.
What the hell do you want?
My name is Shepard, and I'm here to get you off this ship.
I'm not going anywhere with you. You're Cerberus.
I'm offering to be your friend. You don't want to be my enemy.
Shepard's combat ability impressive. Determination equally impressive. Enemies don't last long.
You show up in a Cerberus frigate to take me away somewhere? You think I'm stupid?
This ship is going down in flames. I've got the only way out. I'm offering to take you with me, and you're arguing.
We should just knock her out and take her.
I'd like to see you try.
It might just come to that.
You'll have to kill me. Look, you want me to come with you? Make it worth my while.
Tell me what you're thinking.
I bet your ship's got lots of Cerberus databases. I want to look at those files, see what Cerberus has got on me. You want me on your team? Let me go through those databases.
I'll give you full access.
You better be straight up with me. So why the hell are we standing here?
Move out.
Welcome to the Normandy, Jack. I'm Miranda, Shepard's second in command. On this ship, we follow orders.
Tell the Cerberus cheerleader to back off, Shepard. I'm here because of our deal.
Miranda will let you into the system. Let me know what you find.
Hear that, Precious? We're going to be friends. You, me, and every embarrassing little secret. I'll be reading down in the hold, or somewhere near the bottom. I don't like a lot of through traffic. Keep your people off me. Better that way.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. It wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
I had a feeling you were holding something back.
Apologies, classified information, but you've earned the full story. Need to know me, what I can do, what I did. Wasn't lying completely. Initially just did recon, but uncovered data. Troubling. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
The Krogan are dangerous enough already. With an unchecked birth rate, they could endanger the whole galaxy.
Exactly. Solarian government agreed. Authorized STG to take steps. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it onto Chanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
If the Krogan are so dangerous, why not just sterilize them outright?
Not a war criminal. Not a murderer. Genocide unnecessary. Krogan as a whole, violent, aggressive, still have outliers worth saving. Genophage modification protected galaxy, allowed Krogan chance to survive. Everyone wins. Good for us, good for them.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
You were protecting galactic stability. I'm glad to see you were willing to do what was necessary.
Indeed. Collectors doing horrific things may face hard choices. Wanted you to know I'm willing to do what's necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Shepard.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this, picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
What did Okeer want you to feel about this stuff?
Hate. But the pictures, the aliens in them, they don't do anything. I see blood, craters, but so what? My guts were grown from 1,000 more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Hey.
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the Collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own. Hey.
What do you think of our mission?
I don't care. I'm out to survive it, then cut loose.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm still finding out about me. Thanks for letting me look at these files.
What's in them?
Your friends at Cerberus are into some nasty things. I'm gonna find something I can use. I just know it.
What if the answers aren't what you expect?
I'm not looking for answers. I'm looking for names, dates, places.
What happens when you find what you're looking for?
I go hunting. Anyone who's screwed with me pays. Their associates pay. Their friends pay. The galaxy's gonna be a lot emptier when I'm done.
What's your history with Cerberus?
They raised me in a research facility. I escaped when I was a kid. Been on the run ever since. And they've been chasing me ever since. But soon, I'm gonna chase them.
You think about this a lot, don't you?
I go to sleep with this. I wake up with it. Everyone I kill, I pretend it's the ones that did this to me.
You don't have to live in this pit, you know.
It's dark, quiet, and hard to find. That spells safety to me. You know, this ship is a powerhouse. You could go pirate. Live like a queen. I could help.
You'd be my first mate?
I'd lead the boarding party and handle the executions.
What is it about killing that fascinates you so much?
I figure every time someone dies and it's not me, my chances of survival go up. Simple.
I should go.
Yep.
Okay, Shepard. Glad you're back, but keep an eye on that last one. We can only hold so much crazy.
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Zaeed is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. No surprise, Morden acts superior to everyone, like he's got tenure at FU. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
With Jack's mission done, is now time for Archangel. This is by far the hardest mission, I would say, so always leave it for last. You always want to have more points and investments here. You don't want to rush this.
What are you looking at?
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
And if you can, you probably want to bring Avalanche, but I forgot it. It's fine without it though.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Try it and you'll be scanning the inside of your colon.
I'd almost pay to see that, but it's not an option. You want to talk, you get scanned.
All you had to do was ask.
I don't ask.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one ruler. Don't fuck with Aria.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Just tell me how to find him.
The local merc groups are recruiting anyone with a gun to help them take down Archangel.
Could be opportunity to get close. Need guns. Wait, no. Have guns. Excellent.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help them.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside?
You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive. So, you're here to fight then?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered.
And no, this does not make you a member of the BlueSuns, Eclips, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
This is it, but it's no game, kid.
I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
Yeah, you know enough to get yourself killed.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use...
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
You always want to do all of the renegade options for this mission. You always want to get the robot and the guy.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Ready when you are.
Get in. It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
Just tell us where to go.
Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
I'll get to him. Just point me at that bridge.
I like your attitude, but we've got a plan in place. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy, so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's goddamn suicide.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the third barricade. Talk to Sergeant Kathka. He'll tell you when to go in.
I better go find Sergeant Kathka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
Let's worry about finding him first.
And what I would say is by far the most important thing here is to have flame ammo. You do want to have that one built up, and just a reminder, whatever protection I got, I already enhanced because I was planning scanning all the time. So my defenses are a lot higher right now, and I have way better survivability than I would have had before, which is pretty useful during this whole mission. You don't actually need to talk to anybody here. They're irrelevant. I've never seen a change in the way the mission plays. Even if you do know, oh, these guys are coming from downstairs, like, you never tell that to Garrus, so it feels pointless to me. I've quite frankly never seen a benefit to talking to these guys unless you want like a bit more lore as to why Garrus has beef with them. But otherwise, it's completely irrelevant. Doesn't change the way the mission plays at all.
Kathka?
Sergeant Kathka. You must be the group Salky mentioned. You're just in time.
Were you waiting for us?
The infiltration team is about to give us a signal. Archangel won't know what hit him. Got any questions? This may be your last chance.
Are you leading the assault?
Ha! Tarek doesn't pay me to fight. I just plan the attacks and fix the damn gunship. You freelancers get the privilege of...
Target is in sight. Where a go?
Check. Bravo team! Go, go, go! Archangel's got quite a surprise waiting for him. But that means no more waiting for me. Gotta get her back to 100% before Tarek decides he needs her again.
You're working too hard.
Archangel is in trouble. Not much time.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Come on, we'll give these guys a surprise of our own.
Eyes up front.
Okay, first section, very easy. I don't think anybody has any problems getting in here and getting to Garrus. It's really, really easy to do.
Archangel?
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
What are you doing here?
Good to see you too.
I'm just surprised to see you.
You and me both. Still, it's good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard work, especially on my own.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
I got fed up with all the bureaucratic crap on the Citadel. Figured I could do more good on my own. At least it's not hard to find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
Well, we got here, but I don't think getting out will be as easy.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life, funneling all those witless idiots into scope. But it works both ways. They'll slaughter us if we try to get out that way.
Just waiting doesn't seem like a good option. Got any other suggestions?
This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
I didn't like sneaking anyway. Time to spill a little merc blood.
Glad to see you haven't changed. Let's see what they're up to. Looks like they know their infiltration team failed. Take a look. Scouts. Eclips, I think.
More than scouts. One less now, though.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point. You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard.
Okay, second section is a little bit more difficult because right now you don't have the robot helping you out, but still you can take out most of these guys on the balcony, and if not, you can just rush in downstairs and take them out from over here. It never really feels like you get overwhelmed, let's say, because there's always options. Like Morden can insta-incinerate somebody, Zaeed can insta-incinerate somebody. You can take out their barriers. You have plenty of places to hide, and I don't usually find this section to be very difficult. It's okay. In fact, the problem with this section is always that I have issues trying to trigger the next cutscene. It takes a while. You're seeing me run around here because a cutscene should be triggering, but it's like taking a while for it.
You want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel. Go!
Online. Sending out the heavy mix.
That problem should take care of itself.
Alright, this is the mech part. I usually just cruise over here and shoot people from a distance, as well as make sure that I snipe them with the fire ammo and incendiary, because the longer you keep the robot in check, the easier it's gonna be for you, because the robot's gonna keep your enemies at a distance so you can snipe them, and they're always focusing on the robot first, so you can just cruise your way through most of this fight with the help of the robot, and then just take out the last couple of guys with the help of your team. And look at that, we are down to the last guy, and he unfortunately is surrounded by 3 very powerful foes. Let's say, so he doesn't stand a chance.
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the process. I've been hunting that little bastard for months.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
We've still got Blood Pack and BlueSuns left. Think we can make a break for it?
Maybe. Let's see what they're up to. They've reinforced the other side, heavily, but they're not coming over the bridge yet. What are they waiting for?
Sounds problematic.
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
I didn't come all this way to let you die. We'll split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Morden, stay with Garrus. Keep him safe.
We'll do what I can.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
We're on our way.
Go down a level. The basement door is on the west side of the main room behind the stairs. I'll radio directions if you need help, but you've got to get down there quick. Good luck.
Alright, this section with Garrus, I usually leave somebody with him. Morden, of course, because I'm usually running this with Zaeed and Morden. You can bring Grunt instead of Zaeed, but I do feel like the rest of the sections are a little bit more difficult. With Grunt there, the first door is not a problem. The second door, you should know that I feel like this door is easier if you leave somebody with Garrus. It feels like the enemy compensates for the fact that you left, the game compensates for the fact that you left the teammate there. You need to kind of start to take out these wyverns, and there's usually 2 Krogan, but if you leave a teammate with Garrus, I found that the second Krogan doesn't appear. So my goal here is to take out the Krogan and the 2 wyverns, and then you are left with these respawning Vorcha. There's 3 Vorcha that keep on respawning, but they don't respawn as fast as some people might think. Here you can, if you brought Avalanche, you can freeze them to keep them from respawning, but look at how slow they respawn. Quite frankly, I've never had a problem. If you're if you took out the Krogan and the other the 2 wyvern beasts or whatever they're called, then you're fine. And here we all know what the problem is. The problem is the flamethrower guy. Everybody else is just meat shield for the flame ammo. It gets rid of them very fast, and flame grenades are absolutely amazing. The problem here is this dude. Yeah, I forget that Shepard has grenades, because if I had remembered, I would have grenaded him to death. But I do forget, and I almost get killed. It's fine, you know, I can be stupid sometimes. I wanted to set Zaeed up in front so that I can shoot the guy a little bit more easier, and I do manage to do that. But it takes me a while. You can also use the cover to try and shoot him. There's plenty of ways of dealing with him, but I chose the more difficult route. Grunt would have only been useful for that guy. That's the reason why I don't bring him.
Get back here, Shepard. They're coming in through the doors.
Rip them to shreds! Watch my back. I'll deal with Archangel.
Alright, so now we have the unfortunate souls who have to deal with all of our flame ammo, which is absolutely super effective against them, let's say. So not too much of an issue here. I've never had too much of an issue with these Krogan. There's quite literally just one of them left, and at this point, with this amount of HP, I do believe that Garrus goes instantly down to the chopper, if I remember correctly.
Tough bastards, but I've seen worse. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. We still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
Only the BlueSuns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head-on and...
Get your head down!
It is irrelevant though. No, he doesn't. That's funny. It is irrelevant though because there's way too many people who are weak to grenades and to Inferno here. They will get burned to death very fast, and that's the reason why I love Zaeed's Inferno grenades. They literally have an area of effect, and in such a small area like that, he just bombards the ever-living crap out of everybody. It's so funny to watch everybody go up in flames. By far the most OP ability in the game, Inferno, I would say. Like, if there is an ability that you want on your team, it's fire of some kind. Like, I've never seen it, because freeze is a little weird, I would say. Freeze definitely feels a little weird, and Inferno goes through, I believe it's actually good for this. I don't remember if it is Inferno that's actually good for the yellow shields, but either way, does a lot of damage, does a lot of crowd control. It's like 2-in-1, which I absolutely love. And we already have like a bit of damage on this thing because we already hacked it, and yes, I'm taking a lot of fire for no reason. I didn't need to be that aggressive, but I don't care at this point. The mission is pretty much done. After the garage part, this mission is not difficult, and I'm going to I do try to Inferno this thing, but I believe like it's a little bit too off.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker! Make sure they're ready for us!
He's not gonna make it.
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
They did what they could, but you're gonna have some scars. I'm sorry.
Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are Krogan. Frankly, I'm more worried about you. I've heard bad things about Cerberus these past few years.
Right now, they're a necessary evil. I need their resources to get this done.
I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
I'm pleased to see that you're getting along with the new crew.
They're as friendly to me as people from a group like Cerberus can be. And they've got you vouching for them. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties, that was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I trained to become a Spectre after the Normandy was destroyed, but it didn't work out. Too much politicking at the Citadel. Nobody was willing to take risks. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
You sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Shepard.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped.
You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
You better have a good reason for ruining my lunch.
It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
Is this Krogan insight? Realizing you hate someone enough to justify torture?
It's not torture. He's dead. But sure, it's wrong. The crime against us was bad, so the message had to be equal or worse. It's not Okeer's hate, and it's not who they are. It's what they did, and how bad the answer had to be. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh.
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's,
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Doesn't sound like you're doing much living. Not for yourself.
What do you know? Cerberus lapdog, military stooge. You do nothing but live for other people. Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
You were a pirate, too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about.
Okay, and with that we are pretty much done. I just went and scanned a bunch of planets, did my upgrades, talked to my people, and that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.